Peter here, aka Peter Forget 10, bringing you guys another update. And we got ourselves a haul today. Let me just adjust them, but... Alright. Let me just... No. It's ready to fall. Sorry about that, guys, but... Before I start the haul, I just want to say, I know you guys are expecting a review of Point Break. Well, the next few reviews that I was planning on doing, I know it's going to sound mean to some of those who wanted to see some of those films reviewed, but I decided to not just put them off to the side and save them for another time and spread them out among months that I really want to review them, because I had a lot of films on my plate, and since summer's coming to an end and I've only gone to a few and I've been really busy this summer, I figured why not spread them out amongst the year, because some of those films right there I think can make great use to be reviewed sometime in the future or in the next couple of months. I think it's a good idea, because I hate having a pile of films waited to be reviewed, and granted I love watching them, I just hate having so much on my plate to eat. And the fact that it was getting flooded and whatnot with films I wanted to review, I just figured why not save them. But that's not to say you will never see the review in like a year or next summer. I mean, you might see one or two next summer, but still, I'm going to try and spread the reviews out in like months or whatnot, so that I can get more out to you guys and get the ones that you guys want to see. But enough about that junk. Let's get on to the update. For those who don't know, actually a lot of you don't know, I was away for the past week, so that's why you guys haven't seen any videos from me. And while I was away, I went to a market, or a mall, I should say, and I picked up some movies. Before that, though, I had a few DVDs that I was going to do, but I decided to wait for a video like this, because I like to have so many films at once so I can show them to you guys. And that's pretty much why I waited on this update for a long time, because I got a few of these at Walmart, a few of these at Newberry, and the few that I got were at FYE and Target, so I'm going to show those. But starting at the top, the ones that I bought around the time that I was at like Walmart in the $5 bin. Starting off, I picked up these two films, starting with one of them. This is one that I wanted to watch again. I don't know why. I just saw it in the bargain bin, and I was kind of like, yeah, I might give that a watch. Could make for a good review. And seeing as how I have a couple of the DreamWorks films over there, I talked about Spirit Stallion, the Cimarron, and I have the Prince of Egypt, which I want to review. Figured why not pick this one up along with the other one. But to start off, picked up Ants, which of course a lot of you have seen. This was like the breakout DreamWorks film. Big. I wouldn't say it was a big hit, because around the time you had A Bug's Life, which I read somewhere that Jeffrey Katzenberg, I think, stole. You could, Disney could have stole it, he could have stole it, but from what I can tell, I think he just heard of it and wanted to get back at Disney for some odd reason. I don't know the full story, but the movie itself I wanted to watch again. Great cast in this film. Woody Allen, Sharon Stone from The Specialist. She was also in Above the Law with Steven Seagal. Sylvester Stallone's in here too. Yes, Cobra, Rocky, and Rambo himself is in this film. You also have Gene Hackman. Yes, Lex Luthor himself is in this film. Who else? Danny Glover's here too, my favorite protagonist of the Predator saga. Christopher Walken's here too as the assistant. Dan Aykroyd's here. Jane Curtin. Both of the Coneheads are here. So, very great cast this film has. Great cast. Definitely looking forward to checking that out, reviewing it. I saw this a long time ago, and I vividly remember it, but I'm going to watch it again, give you guys my opinion on it. Also, Jennifer Lopez is in it. Can't forget that. That just popped in my mind. But yeah, gonna get to that. And the next DreamWorks film I got was, this is one that a lot of people tend to forget exists. This is the DreamWorks film that surprisingly has gained a fan base, but if you talk about this film with anyone, they'll just ask, what the heck is that? They'll literally ask, what the heck is that? Because this film bombed when it came out. I think it was the lack of marketing, even though Burger King helped promote it. And how I found out about this film was actually through one of my teachers who absolutely loved the film and said how much they enjoy it. But I wanted to give it a shot, and I didn't even know much about this film because if you guys look at my Spear review, I was going through the history of DreamWorks films, and I forgot to mention this one. I don't know how that happened, but The Road to El Dorado, directed by 3 people, and another great cast in this film. Kevin Kline's here from The Hunchback of Notre Dame. He was in that one film where he's at the White House. He was also in Wild Wild West. Speaking of Wild Wild West, Kenneth Branagh's here. Yes, Gilderoy Lockhart from Harry Potter 2. He directed the Frankenstein film, which also led to his affair with Helena Bonham Carter, because the two would work together. You also have Armand Desante here. Yes, Rico from Judge Dredd. You have other people. Rosie Perez is here too. I want to give this film a shot, and since I saw it in the bin, might as well pick it up and give it my thoughts. Elton John does the music in this film, and definitely wanted to see it. Gonna give my thoughts. It's gonna be a first time watching it, actually sitting down and watching it. But moving on, the next film that I picked up at Walmart, this was one that I kept saying that I wanted to check out. This was one that I actually attempted to order this on Amazon, but for some reason the copy got lost in the mail and I never got it. But I decided, you know what, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it there. It's like a few bucks. Figured why not get it? And that is. And this also adds to a collection from a director that I actually like. And there's another film in here from that particular director that I like. But that is Stargate. And this is the Ultimate Edition, which includes the extended cut. This is my first time viewing this film, so I don't know if the extended cut is any different from the original cut. But I wanted to give this film a shot. I really love Roland Emmerich. I don't think he gets that. I don't think he gets that much praise, and a lot of the hate that he gets, I think is really unfair. Because I'll take Roland Emmerich over Michael Bay any day. At least he has fun making movies. At least his movies are fun too. And I think Stargate clearly shows that. You have James Spader in this from The Watcher, Kurt Russell himself. Yes, Snake Plissken from Escape from New York. And I thought the idea was unique. And this is going to be my first time watching this film. And I'm excited because I like Roland Emmerich's films. Might review some of his films one day. I'm going to start in order with how he directed them, though. But definitely going to give this film a shot, tell you guys what I think of it. And I'm actually kind of glad I got this cut because it has an audio commentary with director Roland Emmerich and producer Dean Devlin. A featurette, is there a Stargate, including an interview with Eric von Davikin, author of Chariots of Gods. You have a newly remastered widescreen extended cut, and yada yada yada, among other stuff that nobody cares about, like the subtitles and whatnot. But definitely excited to see this film because I like Roland Emmerich. I like Godzilla. I know people hate Godzilla, the one he did with Matthew Broderick, but I love that movie. Independence Day, I remember liking. Gonna have to watch that again. But definitely enjoyed this film. Definitely enjoyed the Godzilla film. Definitely excited, I should say, to check that film out. But moving on, the next film I got, this was one that I wasn't planning on buying. I didn't even know Walmart would have this in the bargain bin because I thought this movie floated out of sight for some people, and I didn't even think Walmart would have a film like this, even though Don't get me wrong, it seems like a funny film. It's just surprising to see that they would have it there. But that is Encino Man. I decided I picked this up because, as you guys know, I got a few Pauly Shore films recently. I figured why not get this one. Sean Astin's in this. Brendan Fraser's here too. This was before he did stuff like The Mummy and Blast from the Past and Monkey Bone. But I thought this film looked funny. Figured why not get it to add to my Pauly Shore collection. So definitely gonna check out and see what I think of that one first time too. From what I've seen, it looks funny. I like those sort of films with this sort of like dumb vibe to it. And I think it works out well. Alright. Now, next ones I got are not in cases. I didn't get these at Walmart. That was the last thing that I got at Walmart. Dang it, I dropped it. But didn't get them in cases, which sucks. But figured why not get them. Still have them for the collection. These are some Eddie Murphy films. First one I got was Coming to America. Saw a little bit of this film on the net, and I thought it looked really funny, and I liked the idea of it. So I figured why not get it. Definitely has a funny idea to it, and very good cast too. So that's one there. Got them in these thin cases. So yeah, but. Yeah, just a blank case, and it's not even worth showing them, but yeah. Next one I got was another Eddie Murphy film. This was the one that people started to see the downfall of him and started to see, like, him and, like, how bad he was getting with his comedies and whatnot, but figured why not pick it up. Harlem Nights, this was what he directed with Richard Pryor and didn't do as well. He got raisies and whatnot. I'm going to give it a shot and tell you guys what I think of it. And last but not least, let me try and get back in. Last but not least, Boomerang with him and Halle Berry. I have never heard of this film, let alone seen it, so definitely going to be experienced to check that film out. That's all I got there. And immediately after that, a couple days later, I was in the mall with my family, and we were going to the Cheesecake Factory. And I stopped at an FYE. Well, not an FYE, that was later. I stopped at a Newberry Comics and picked out some films. And here's what I got. First film that I got there was one that my cousin said got so much hate on, but he loved it and said that I should check it out, and I like Chris Kattan, so I figured why not go for it, and that is Corky Romano. This is one that I actually thought looked funny. I like the idea of it. Chris Kattan can get a laugh out of me. I'll take him over Rob Schneider. Let's be honest. We'll all take him over Rob Schneider. But not only that, you have Peter Berg in here, the main character from Shocker, and I love Shocker, so that was enough to get me in this. He was also in Copland. You have Chris Penn here, yes, Sean Penn's brother. He was also in Beethoven's Second. You also have Richard Roundtree, Fred Ward from Tremors, Earl Bassett, Vanessa Shaw, Peter Falk. And just seemed like a really funny movie. Definitely gonna check that film out. Tell you guys what I think of it. Thought it had a good idea to it, and I figured why not go for it. It was only a few bucks. I know my dad himself is actually like, "Why do you buy that stuff? Why do you go and waste your money on the films when they get bad reviews?" And I just want to give it a shot. Never hurts to have a collection. Even if it is bad, you're gonna have some films in your collection that you don't like. But moving on, next film I got is an 80s action film that anybody should have in their collection. I'm going to rewatch this film after the longest time because I saw this film way, way back when I was little. And I thank my dad for showing me this film because this is action movies at its prime for me. Because this was, to me, my first exposure to action films, and since then, I've loved them ever since. This film is the pure essential action film of the 80s, along with Cobra, Die Hard, among many others. But definitely, I plan to review this film soon. Because I figured why not do it in September and whatnot. But this is one that I really thought I should check out and review, and that is none other than the 1987 classic Robocop. Definitely excited to rewatch this film and relive my childhood. Every time this movie was on, me and my dad would watch it. I haven't seen it for a while, so I'm gonna sit down and rewatch this film and give my thoughts on it. I'm so excited to watch it. But yeah, of course, you know RoboCop. Peter Weller is the main guy. Nancy Ellen, who after this would go on to be in Poltergeist 3. She would be in the sequel in RoboCop 3. You have Daniel Hurley and Ronnie Cox. Kurtwood Smith, Miguel Ferreira, who was actually in Blank Check. He had a small appearance in The Guardian. Great actor. Definitely got to tell you guys what I think of that film. So excited to do that. And the next film I got is another action film that a friend of mine, when I was younger, a friend of mine tried to get me this for my birthday. And his mother, who was so strict on, like, movies, on what he should be watching and whatnot, actually stopped him from getting it. And I don't know if it was a fight or whatnot. I don't know if he was having a backbone towards her or something. I don't want to say that. I don't want to be... But he definitely said he was mad at her. Or he told me that. But yeah, don't get all down my throat for that. But yeah. But yeah, he was mad at her. He wanted to give me a good birthday present. I didn't even know what this film was. And just looking at it now, I figured why not pick it up. But that is True Lies, directed by James Cameron and starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jamie Lee Curtis, Bill Paxton's here, Tia Carrere, which I didn't even know till now, till I saw this back of it, that Tia Carrere was in it. But definitely going to give this film a shot, tell you guys what I think of it. I have never, ever seen this before, so I don't know if it was worth my friend getting angry at his mother for not buying me this, but we're going to definitely give it a shot. But yeah, that's it. The next film that I picked up, these are now when I was on my trip, these are the 5 films that I got on my trip, including like a triple feature that I got, but first one that I got is another Roland Emmerich film that I decided I'd check out because I remember I was watching a friend of mine, Matt, aka Rambo Wrath for Life, review this film, and he was like how much he loved it, and that it's his favorite Dolph Lundgren film, and that it's a great film. So I figured why not go for it. I'm looking for some great action films, and that is I meant Universal Soldier. I don't know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the next film that I plan to show but Universal Soldier with Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude Van Damme, baby. Heck yes. And Van Damme's in another film that I have with me, but I'm going to show that film later. But Universal Soldier, this is the special edition. I've talked about how I wanted to get this film for quite a while, but yeah, it came complete, came with the booklet and whatnot. Definitely excited to see that film. First time seeing it too, definitely excited to see that. I thought it sounded really interesting. This film does seem to be getting a cult following. I know that when it came out, Siskel and Ebert did not like it. I also know that some people are comparing it to Terminator 2, which I don't see. I don't know where they get that from. But definitely excited to check that film out. And the next film I got, which I confused the title for this film with this one, is a film that is also with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And what got me interested to check this film out is also Rambo Wrath for Life, who also said how much he loves the film and whatnot. He has a poster for it. And it just interested me. I thought it looked unique, thought it had some good action scene. The cover drew me in. I was also looking through another guy named J-Man Rising. Definitely check that guy out. He's got some good films. But this is one that I found for like $6 there, so I figured why not get it. 4 or 5 or 6, could be wrong, but Matt's review, for some reason, really interested me to check out the film, and I thought it sounded interesting, so I figured why not get it, and that is Hard Target. The film that John Woo made after he stepped into the Hollywood world. Don't hunt what you can't kill. This is going to be my first time seeing this film, so it should be a blast. And not only do we have Jean-Claude Van Damme, but you also have Lance Henriksen as the villain, Yancey Butler, and Wilford Brimley. And you have music by Graham Revell. I like Graham Revell, so definitely excited to see that. So excited, I should say, just by Matt's review. And the next film that I got is a Stallone film, and I have another Stallone film coming in soon, Cobra, along with a Steven Seagal film that I decided to start collecting. But, of course, a lot of people know this one. This is a film that launched him into the movie. Well, I should say launched him, but really showed that he can be an action star, and that is First Blood, or Rambo First Blood. This is the Ultimate Edition DVD. This has like a bunch of features. You get a groundbreaking military special, operations feature including survival mode, early warning systems, meta brief, meta scope, meta sight, meta point, meta map. You get a Sylvester Stallone commentary. You get a never before seen alternate ending as well. So this is this has a lot of good features. So definitely going to give that film a shot and tell you guys what I think of it. And the next thing I got was a film collection of the classic Rocky films. And you get, in this thing, really like that cover, you get Rocky, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, and Rocky 4. I don't know why they had to put them on these goddamn double-sided discs. I hate these things. They're like a pain in the butt. I don't know why it's such a chore to do not do artwork, but Rocky, definitely excited. Definitely gonna do a review on those films. Might do them for a Christmas season review. I think that'd be a good idea because those films appear during Christmas. And the last film I got at Target, this is one that I was looking through one of Roger Ebert's review on the film SWAT, which I actually want to watch soon, and he brought up that that was the best cop film since this film. And I looked up this film, thought it sounded interesting, and I was out, and around the time I was getting the Rockies thing, I was actually going through the aisle and I saw this film for $4, and I figured why not get it. That is Training Day. Training Day, this is a film that was directed by Antonio Fuqua. I don't know anything about that, about who that is, but this has Denzel Washington, you have Ethan Hawke, Scott Glenn, Cliff Curtis Jr., Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg's here too, Eva Mendes is here, Tom Berenger from Major League, so very great cast in this film. That's definitely a film that I've never seen before. If you guys seen it, tell me what you guys think of it, because I know this film has a following, and definitely excited to see what the hype is all about, but yeah. But that is my DVD update right now. If you guys have seen any of these films, tell me what you guys think of them. Definitely excited to check them out. And I'll see you guys later. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.